Hey y'all, it's Lindsey. I am going to bring you along with me as I share another What I Eat in a Day video following a Ketovore way of life, high protein, moderate fat, low carb. As you can tell, I've already gotten ready for the day, feeling all right. I am having some black coffee, meep, and this is going to actually be cup number 3 for me today. I am also starving. I think I don't know what I want to make this morning. Probably just gonna go simple and do some eggs. I have a little bit of bacon that we baked the other day. Side note, when you cook bacon in the oven, is it baked bacon or is it fried bacon? Because as it cooks down, it renders its own fat, therefore it's cooking in fat. These are questions that my husband and I discuss sometimes. So I wanted to get y'all to weigh in. Tell me down below, what do you think? Bacon in the oven is baked or bacon in the oven is fried? Inquiring minds want to know. Also, if you deem it is fried, why is it fried? If you deem that it is baked, why is it baked? Okay, I'm gonna go get out a skillet, get it loaded up with some eggs, and I will share with you my breakfast when it's ready. Breakfast is ready. Yay. Okay, so I have here 3 slices of my pre-cooked bacon. I intentionally undercooked some of the bacon. Some of the bacon was a little too close to the heating element, so it got too crispy. But I like to undercook the bacon a little bit so I can rewarm it in my skillet over here. And then I used the rendered fat from the bacon to fry the eggs, or scramble the eggs rather. I just used a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of Cholula. Didn't think it needed any of my homemade mayonnaise today, so skipped that step. And then I have that same cup of black coffee I showed you just a moment ago. I have made some electrolyte water for myself. This is an 18-ounce cup. It's the Elo brand. I love this cup. I did 1 serving of the Redmond Relight in mixed berry. This is the only flavor I've tried so far, and I am a huge fan of berry-flavored things in general, so this one has been a winner for me. I did 1 scoop, and then I did with my Keurig over here 4 ounces of hot water to help this dissolve well. And then I added cold water from my fridge to bring this more to a room temperature. Added in, today I went with 8 drops of the J. Crow's Lugal solution. This is the 2% solution, and I got this off Amazon. I do have some 20% solution coming, and I'm excited for that, to be able to use even fewer drops per glass of water. And it just seems like it'll be a little more efficient to me. I have only had this bottle for not even 3 weeks yet, and I have been managing this a lot. So I really like the way I feel on this. I have said this before in a live stream. My body went from feeling like Iron Man to feeling like an upgraded suit for Iron Man. So anyway, that's where we are. Here is my lunch for the day. This is one of my egg white rolls. I sliced it in half, and then I flipped the top side and the bottom side to be my interior part of my bread. My humidity level is pretty high, so the tops of my rolls are somewhat sticky. So by doing this, it prevents it from sticking to my hands. I then added probably half a tablespoon drizzle of my homemade mayonnaise. I've got multiple videos sharing how I did that. I did a pork butt in my Instant Pot earlier this week. So this is some leftover barbecue pork, and I added about half a tablespoon of the GQ's sugar-free original barbecue sauce in there as well. And I finished my electrolytes, so I'm having a glass of plain water this time. It is 1:38. I am still feeling a little bit peckish, and I kind of want ice cream, but I also want coffee, and I can't decide. So when I can't decide, I choose coffee. So I'm going to just use a K-cup. Get the cup into, obviously that is remaining coffee from earlier today, so this will just heat it all together. It'll be great. I'm going to brew this and go sit down for a minute. Coffee is done. I'm going to take this to the living room. I thought I was going to sit down and be able to read a little more on iodine because, you know, it's a topic I'm highly fascinated with right now. However, my entire living room has become the playroom. I mean, I know this does not like create a massive mess, but I'm very distracted and I want to bounce on the trampoline. I want to stand up on the sit and spin and see how I can wiggle my way around in circles. I want to bounce on the ball. I don't like sliding down the slide, but I do like sitting on it. It's a very distractible situation. And I know I'm nearing 40 years old right now, but you're only as old as you feel, I guess. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably sit on the trampoline for a bit, sit on the bouncy ball for a bit, and yes, I will be sitting there with my hot coffee, trying not to spill it on myself as I just sort of like bounce along. I need help. It's about 3 o'clock and I am feeling snacky. I don't really want to put together anything specific, and I really should have had the ice cream because that was loaded with protein, but I found these in my fridge. These are the last 3 of some chocolate-covered marshmallows I had made last week. This is just a homemade marshmallow. I have shared a recipe similar to this on my channel here. Gosh, it must have been like 3 or 4 years ago. But basically, this is just gelatin, water, sweetener, vanilla, and a little bit of salt for the marshmallows. And then I took baker's chocolate that is 100% cocoa, and I took cocoa butter and a little bit of sweetener and salt and made a chocolate coating. These are super light. I keep touching them. Stop touching them, Lindsay. Anyway, I'm going to go eat those as a little snack to tide me over until dinner. It hasn't been very long, about 30 minutes since I had those little marshmallow deals. I am still hungry, which tells me that I'm clearly not eating enough because I've tried to quench the hunger with drinking more water. Did not work. I have one of my egg white rolls here that I sliced in half, popped it through the air fryer for a couple of minutes to get it a little bit toasty, and I put about 1 tablespoon of butter between those 2 halves. I'm going to go eat this, and hopefully that will stave off my hunger a bit. Dinner tonight is some leftovers. This is Hubby Lovin' chicken from the Trim Healthy Table Cookbook. So it's 2 chicken thighs with some seasonings. And this is roughly 200 ounces of the chicken thighs, which I think comes out to a little more than 30 grams of protein. And then I have some sauteed cabbage here and some roasted cauliflower that has paprika on it. And that's going to be my dinner. Oh, and the mayonnaise. You saw me put that on there. All right, this is my dairy-free chocolate ice cream. I do have a recipe video and a printable recipe that I will try to remember to link in the iCards above. This is going to be the last thing I have tonight. I probably will eat all of this, and so it's a little less than a pint. It's amazing. I love it so very much. So anyway, that is where I'm going to leave you. I hope to see you in my next video.